I got a question here from Brandon.
Yeah.
I have Brandon here. I have several burning questions that I can no longer contain. Many moons ago, I think between 2016 through 2018, Cedric was covering some modern SCG Open or another with someone that I don't remember. The first round was 2 lukewarm players playing 2 random piles of cards poorly and essentially turned to 40 minutes of dead air.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
The time eventually got filled with random old card trivia, and somehow, some way, the topic of tent camping came up, and Cedric had a small, passionate explosion claiming that tent campers are dumb and awful and actively regress humanity, and it was the funniest and most unexpected bit of Magic coverage I've ever seen, but no one I've ever talked to about it knows what I'm talking about. Is this some random fever dream? Did this actually happen? Does Cedric actually or still hate tent camping? I must know. Also, a more general question. How come big tournaments for Magic never come to anywhere in Louisiana? Either of you have any idea? All right, we can talk about the Louisiana one first, because that's pretty easy in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty expensive, and why go there isn't fair, but like, why go there instead of just going somewhere like Dallas, which is
Houston.
Easier, yeah, which is like easier to get to, cheaper to get to, venues, convention space probably cheaper and everything. That's not a knock on New Orleans or anywhere in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, whatever. And that's like one of the only places in the States that I have not been yet because there's no tournaments there, but that's the reason why.
Yeah. As someone who would love to have an SEG event in Princeton rather than New York or Philadelphia,
yeah,
I am sympathetic, but it is what it is.
It's not going to happen.
But it wasn't. I mean, it's not like New Orleans is a zero. That was my first pro tour.
I think you also covered an open in New Orleans, if memory serves.
Did we ever go down there?
No, we didn't. I think you did before I was part of the team.
With whom?
I don't know.
Was like Shaheen?
Maybe.
I did one show. I don't know if this happened.
I can't say for sure. So here's what I know. I know there was an SCG Open in New Orleans.
I don't think I covered it.
Okay. I know I did.
I would have remembered this.
Okay.
But yeah, my first pro tour was there. I was down there for Magic events or whatever a handful of times.
Sure.
But yeah, it's just not as populous or easy to get to or centrally located as Houston. And Houston's what, a 3-hour drive from New Orleans? It's pretty close.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how close it is, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just, whatever. So there you go.
Okay. As far as the tent camping story, and is that a fever dream? No, this has happened. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I can tell you my thoughts on it now because it's still the same. Camping's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why people do it. And anytime someone tells me that one of their hobbies,
do you know why?
Hold on. Okay.
Do you know why you don't understand it?
I mean, it probably has
who goes camping?
White people. I know that. Yeah, I know that. So I'll give you my firsthand camping experience. This is definitely going to be the audio clip for the episode.
Yeah,
so
I think you know.
I'll give you my firsthand camping experience. My friends in Seattle in the summer, they would go camping, and then like there was a campground, and there's like a waterfall near it and stuff, and then like they bring tents and everything, and then they would do a bunch of Molly and start a bonfire. Okay, and it's just like, all right, let's hang out here and just like drink and like shoot BB guns and all this other bullshit and just like chat and talk. And then like you go sleep in your camp or in your tent. And you wake up the next morning and maybe like there was like a kitchen and stuff, so you can make breakfast and stuff like that. And then you play like what's the fucking bags? What is that, cornhole?
Cornhole.
Hey, you play like that, or you play like you can set up beer pong.
Oh yeah,
all sort of stuff. And all of this sounds fucking terrible to me. And I've been a part of it.
Do you know why?
Oh yeah, why's that?
Who rolls and then puts up a tent?
Yeah. That would be that.
Yeah. So there you go.
So to me, the biggest thing there's a couple of things with camping. So the biggest like flaw for me is like camping in the summer. There's no temperature control.
Yeah.
So it's just like you just hope things break right at night, that it's not too cold or too warm. And I know you could buy like certain stuff for your tent and certain like types of pillows and blankets and sleeping bags and all that shit. Fuck that. We what are we, people? We're not animals. Some of us are animals.
Yeah, how it gets described to me is I don't like camping.
Yeah.
Because of all the reasons you're describing.
Yeah, I don't want to sleep on the fucking ground. I don't want to be around bugs.
And then someone says, well, you can buy all the stuff that makes it like it's sleeping indoors.
Correct.
And it's like, well, which one are we doing?
Correct. That's the problem I have. is like you can buy like certain camping mattresses and sleeping bags and pillows, so all this stuff. You can buy a really nice tent. It's like, why don't I just get a fucking hotel room then?
Right. Yeah. I can stay in my house.
Yes.
And I can get my, your Alexa device, your iTunes or whatever, to play the sound of a creek running nearby.
Sure can.
And there you go.
Yep.
Because if that's all you're trying to do is have the experience of sleeping with the sound of a creek there, you can get your computer to do that.
Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like really cool being like out in nature and stuff. Like, I like nature. Nature's pretty cool, but like, I don't want to sleep out there. Like, the comment I was going to make is like, we as humans, we're the top of the food chain. And as such, we have built buildings and beds and houses and hotels and places to sleep that aren't outside. There was a point in history where we had to sleep outside. We don't have to do that anymore. So why would I willingly do that?
Because it is tourism. It's the same reason, like, why are people tyrannical about their lawns, their house? And it's like, well, so much of the environment has been ruined and so much of public space has been privatized that this is like a simulation of you having environment and space. And camping is kind of the same thing of getting to pretend to have the experience of something.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah. Horrendous.